you are just now joining us, Houston is up 6-0. Arlington with the ball, though, electing to go for it on 4th down. You are catching it at a fantastic time as they've got a 2 running back set with Hare and Spears. Buchanan back to pass with 2 wide receivers looking to check it down. That is going to be incomplete. The Mustangs will regain possession at Arlington's own 37-yard line. It looked like a solid play call. Maybe would have gotten it on the outside sideline, but that's going to be incomplete.
Ball looks like it might have been thrown a little bit too low for Jackson to get on the run, but Houston's going to take over. 1st and 10 from about the 38-yard line of Arlington, it looks like, and this defense is going to have to come up big once again.
And we've talked about this a lot this year, especially last year as well. The defense is always solid, but if the offense could just stay on the field for a little bit longer, we could see this defense stay more productive for a longer duration of time.
Yeah, the reason that these games sort of come to an end quicker is because the defense is so tired and worn out.
And Vice is back. He's not hurt. Oh, that's a fumble on the ground. Looked like a miscommunication on the handoff there with Derek Miller. That's going to be down. Mustangs get a break.
And like Jake said, Vice is back on the field, and it looks like Dermont Green is going to take some snaps with Vice. We're going to see okay, now it looks like he's moved to the other side of the field, and Brady Garlock's going to take him back. But for a minute there, Dermont was lined up with him.
Oh, that's a false start by Vice. Looks like that foot injury got to his head as the Mustangs will move back 5 yards.
Vice and Garlock have been going at it a little bit with the hands there to start the plays off. Vice was ready to get back and push him around a little bit, but Brady's doing a good job of waiting his turn and let the punches come and then just playing the best defense he can.
And Vice looks solid, but if you're him, you don't even have to try to get a fast start on the line. I mean, just run your route. You're tall enough to be able to catch the ball.
For sure.
Day drops back to pass, looks left. That's going to be a wide open catch on the left sideline. Jordan Batts hitting him hard, putting him on the ground. That's going to set up 3rd down and short.
The Tigers really needed that to be an incomplete pass, really need to hold the defense strong, but it is going to be around 3rd and 4, and the Tigers defense is going to have to hold the line here as we could see a run from Cisse or an easy over-the-top throw to Vice.
Sean Jones on the catch there. Cisse runs it down the middle. He's going to be stopped by Jonathan Elliott, Ethan Smith and company. Oh, no, they're going to get him with excessive. Oh, no. That is a huge blow for the Tigers if that's the call. That would move the Mustangs down. That is going to move the Mustangs down. That's going to be a 1st down. That was crazy. I mean, that's a good defensive stop. It was just prohibited by the penalty.
See, this is one of the things that Arlington really needs to figure out, and I know that it's late in the season, but it's going to be really important if they want to compete in the rest of this game, and if they win, go on to compete against Collierville. You have good plays, but when the whistle blows, the play is dead. If you do something like that, you're ultimately risking future plays down the line. The Tigers could have the ball back right now potentially, but now 1st and 10, almost 1st and goal for Houston.
And Craig Sally is heated over there on that sideline. Day is going to take it himself for a quarterback read. He's going to get down close to the 1st-yard marker, but he's going to be down 2nd and 1.
Arlington looks a little bit out of sorts. I don't think they knew that they got the penalty until about 30 seconds before the play started.
2nd and 1 here for the Mustangs. Running back we haven't seen yet, Owen Wagner. He's labeled as a tight end or linebacker. Oh, my goodness, Day's going to take it himself again. That's going to be a holding on that offensive line, number 50, Connor Jones. Looked like he was ready to get Day in the end zone, just held on a little too long.
Ultimately going to pin it back a couple yards, but it's still going to be 2nd and goal for Houston. This Tiger defense really just needs to grit it out and get Houston 3 points and take it. Tigers defense, again, has been playing really well. Just some miscues when it comes to after-play conduct that is kind of limiting where this team could be.
They're going to be backed up another penalty here for the Mustangs. That's going to be about 6 or 7 at this point. Just nearing 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. I mean, I did not expect this from the Mustangs. I thought they would be well-rounded, ready to go on all cylinders, but looks like they keep making mental mistakes. Day, for the 3rd time in a row, tries to run. Wood is put on. That's not going to be Wood. My bad. That's going to be number 14 on the tackle there. Markham Williams misses the tackle. 3rd down either way for the Mustangs.
Vice kind of serving as a blocker right now on that outside. He just came out of the game a little bit. He looked like he was limping at the start of the play, but then kind of just served as a blocker because it wasn't a route for him. He's going back, helmet off, back towards the trainer, it looks like. We'll see if he is still nagging from that injury.
4 wide receiver set for Day. No running backs. Again, himself on the play. Arlington knew it was coming, though. Was it enough on the defensive front to be able to bring him down? No, it was not. Refs moving the chains, and the Mustangs will have 4 chances at getting in the end zone from the 5.
And if I'm the Arlington Tigers, I'm just going to assume at this point that the QB is probably going to try and run it in here. So I would maybe plan for a run, if not the QB run, and try to get a stop here. But 4 plays with your feet backed up against the end zone line is going to be hard to come by.
Drew Haynes checks in at the running back spot. We've seen 3 or 4 guys rotate in and out on that offensive position. But no matter who the running back has been in, Day has taken it himself 5 out of the last 6 plays. We'll see what they elect to do. Day with 1 running back. He chooses to hand it off there. The Mustangs get in the end zone for the 2nd time of the night. That is going to be Drew Haynes, the newest running back addition to this team and the offense, as the Mustangs go up 12-0.
And Drew Haynes just goes into the end zone without a scratch, as it looks like Houston's going to go for 1, not for 2, my bad. But goes in without a scratch, and ultimately that Tigers defense was really, really tired probably at the end of a long drive.
That kick is going to be up and good that time. That's going to be a good one there as Houston goes up 13-0. We've got about 8:53 left in this second quarter. Arlington with the ball when we come back. We are back. That is a shot of the Arlington neighborhoods and the field. This place is decked out here in black and blue for both teams here tonight. Houston 13-0 lead right now. And this is honestly so far a low-scoring night, able to put up 34 or 35 points against Germantown. So far, only 13 against this Arlington defense.
Hopefully Arlington can return the favor that the defense has put up for them by getting some points on the board offensively. It's going to be imperative that this team starts to get into the game and get past the 50-yard line and start to make a play on the end zone.
Touchback there, the second one of the night. As the Arlington offense comes out, and Brent, what do you think Arlington needs to do differently in order to get down the field faster?
I think they're just not letting plays develop. I think that Grant is and it's not all Grant's fault, but the plays are designed to be quick plays, get the ball out as fast as you can. I think they need to let him develop a little more. He's throwing the ball a little prematurely. I think if he lets the play develop, there is a way better chance that the ball is caught and then moved down the field for a first down.
And we're used to seeing Jackson Hare be more involved. We'll see if they can get him involved in the running game. As they fake the handoff to Hare, try to get Buchanan involved in the running game as well. He's going to get 9 yards. And if you're Arlington, kind of like Brent said, you've got to let plays develop. But if you have momentum, obviously this Houston team is struggling to stay on their feet. You've got to speed up the tempo.
Yeah, and that was a good run by Buchanan, but if Hare would have got that ball, I think he would have been in the end zone. Nobody would have saw that coming.
Good run there. The Mustangs didn't expect it. That's going to be a legit handoff to Hare that time. He gets past the 35 to the 36. The first down for Arlington, and this is where they have lived, from the 40 to the 30. So we'll see if they can break through and get past that 40-yard line.
And something else that Arlington hasn't really had the, size to do so far this year on the offensive line is really opened up a gap for the running back to go through. Really the entire season, the running back has really been forcing the gap for himself. That play, there was a very open gap for him to run through.
Good play by the offensive line. Funk in motion. Buchanan back to pass. He looks deep. That is a pick by number 14 for the Mustangs. He's going to go to the left sideline. McKeel Larry and Jackson Hare end up bringing him down. Buchanan on that throw, rolling left, throws across his body.
A flag is thrown,
to the 45. Was it after the play or was it during the play? If it's after the play, the Mustangs will retain possession no matter what. Man, very confused by that throw. Buchanan rolling left, about to be sacked. There's a wide receiver on the left side, throws it across his body down the middle. Here's the replay, rolling left across the body, and he was eyeing him the whole way. Grant Roberson was there to catch that pass, but oh my goodness, they're going to get down, have great field position at the Arlington 20.
This is what I'm talking about, and the play did develop a little more there, but I still think it was very forced. I feel like in that kind of position, you're just going to have to take the play, throw the ball away, don't let it get to the point where it can be intercepted. These are just plays that, as a senior, we should be able to understand that we need to kind of take the check down there, not do it. And I'm not saying that as a knock on Grant, but I'm also saying that as, like, that's something that needs to be figured out and quick if they want to stay in this game.
Andre Allen bobbled it there, but came away with the interception as this Mustangs team, including the penalty, will get down to the 18-yard line. Arlington with some excessive hit there on the left sideline. Obviously, you can understand why they're frustrated after that defensive stand that was brought forward on a penalty, and then you've got a good 2 offensive plays in a row that ends up being an interception.
Defense back in familiar territory.
Day looks to pass across the middle. Good throw there, just a tiny bit low. That's going to be incomplete for number 5, Sean Jones, the big wide receiver. And you've got to mention this, some other good things for the Mustangs, dressing out in their pink tonight. We have not mentioned that. Both teams dressing out for October month, Breast Care Awareness.
Yeah, Jake, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, celebrated by most sports teams across the country in support of breast cancer research, and we love to see the pink out here in October.
Day fakes the screen pass, takes it himself, and Day has shown a lot so far. I mean, that's going to be his 8th rush, only a sophomore in high school, already getting this experience, leading this team to a 6-2 record, and they're putting in his hands, letting him do, honestly, what he wants right now.
And something that you mentioned earlier is that Day is not used to running the ball, which is something that they could exploit on Arlington, knowing that Arlington's defense gets tired at times. Adding something to the mix that they are not used to is the kind of thing that would bring Arlington down even further. And just adding Day to the running game is just another issue that Arlington is going to have to deal with throughout the night, because now you have, if Vice is healthy, which we haven't seen him in a couple plays, Vice back on the field, you have Cisse you have to worry about, and Day, who could run the ball at a moment's notice.
And Day on the season, 54 carries, 272 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's about average for quarterbacks across the country. But now he is showing that he is more than just that average runner. He's going to prove it on the field. Day with one wing, 3 wide receivers. That's behind him. Jonathan Elliott and Rip Pittman try to get him. He's going to get through most people, and why did he not throw it away there? That mental mistake. We were just talking high about Day, and right there, he's going to be brought down at the 36 for a 3rd and long.
And ultimately, that is something that you would expect from a younger quarterback. That's the thing that develops as you get older and are more mature in the game. Yes, you should have thrown that ball away, but at the end of the day, that is not something that I would expect out of an underclassman quarterback. He's trying to make a play on the ball. He's going to try to make sure that he can get back up to the line of scrimmage. That's just something they're going to have to work on in practice.
And when you've been successful in the running game, why not go for it? I mean, why not? He dodged 4 people in the process.
3rd and 22.
Day got to throw deep. No Vice in the game. Oh, my goodness, that may be pass interference.
No flag.
No flag. Yeah, that's going to be no flag. Arlington man in coverage was going to be Beckham Dees, the junior. And I was honestly shocked. It looked like that ball was on perfect trajectory, yet Dees was right there stopping the run. I'm honestly confused by that no call.
And you mentioned Vice there a minute ago, how he wasn't in the game. I don't think I can see him on the Houston sideline right now, so he might be sitting down, but at the same time, it is not a good sign, and he's probably as tall as everybody else on the team when he is sitting down. So it's not like I could tell anyway. But not a good sign for Houston if he is out for a longer time in this game. But Arlington's defense comes up clutch again.
Almost blocked that punt as well.
Oh, no.
McCarter, that ball's going to be down at the 8-yard line. What was that?
Matter.
Oh, no. Oh,
Flag.
no. Yep, okay. Is that another flag? It is, but either way, Arlington's defense on that sack was going to bring him down at the 36-yard line. That's only going to be moved to the 26.
Doesn't matter. Ball should
I believe
be going back to Houston.
Would it be a first down or would it be 4th and 16?
I think
it's going to be 4th and 16. I believe so. I'm not positive if it's different between college and high school.
It's just one of those weird, yeah, it's one of those weird plays that we're just going to have to see where the ref spots it.
Yeah, 4th and 16. And why not? I mean, oh my goodness, that's first down. That is first down. The Arlington defense makes yet another mistake that puts Houston at better field position. This defense has been on the field for 90% of the time, doing well, yet simple mistakes are leading the Mustangs to have better field position.
Yeah, Jake, the Tigers have been put in a position to keep themselves in this game. It is only 13-0. It is these plays, like we've mentioned, that are ultimately keeping them out.
Cisa on the run. That's going to be 2 or 3 yards there, getting inside the red zone as the time is continuing to wind down on this quarter. 5:39 left.
And besides Germantown in the first half, this might be some of the best defense this Tigers team has played. And this defense is a good defense, so it's saying a lot. Another flag is thrown on Houston, which is something Jake's laughing, but it's making me mad. And it's because Houston is getting all these flags thrown on them, and yet it is still Houston somehow ends up at the end of all of that. They're about to punt the ball, getting the ball back.
I'm just flabbergasted right now that Arlington would allow that to happen, and the Mustangs come right back and do the same. I mean, penalties in this game have been more frequent than big plays. Day hands it off again. They look like they've decided not to give it back to him on the quarterback run. He's going to be down at the 20-yard line. Good tackle there again by Dees. Not someone we are used to seeing in that secondary, but he's making plays regardless.
Yeah, and I'm seeing more penalty flags thrown in this game than I've ever seen Alabama get called for, and that's saying something because they get penalties thrown on them a lot. But Houston will be set up shop. 2nd and 9, it looks like. We'll see if they can get back in the end zone.
Houston looking for a type of play, almost like a kiss from a rose. We'll see what happens here at the 2nd and 10 mark. Another fumble by Day, and that's going to be, oh my goodness.
You want to talk about
another tackle. Markham Williams in the backfield.
Talk about a kiss from a rose. Look at that sack. That was beautiful. Like a blossomed rose. A little kiss.
A little kiss. College basketball famous announcer, you know. Man, does the Final Four every single year. 3rd down and long. We're just having fun in the press box.
Another great play by Arlington's defense. Let's see if they hold it.
Day back to pass through to nobody. I mean, I don't know what that throw was. There was a guy close to him, but the pressure from the Arlington defense
intended for
led to
number
that
9,
pass.
the tight end Owen Wagoner, it looks like, but ultimately was targeted at the ground. And then it'll be another 4th down, 4th and 15 for the Houston Mustangs. We will see if Arlington's going to get the ball here. 4 minutes and 12 seconds to get the ball in the end zone if they do indeed get it back.
2 touchbacks so far. 2 touchbacks so far for the kicker, George Vizina. We'll see if he can knock it through. He's definitely got the distance, but does he have the aim?
We saw him miss an extra point earlier, so we'll see if he can knock this one through for 3.
What is the Arlington defense even doing? I am so confused right now. They didn't even try to block the kick. But either way, Houston Mustangs get on the board. Still a 2-possession game. 16-0 here for the Mustangs. It's going to be 4:08 left in this half. Arlington with the ball when we come back. Mustangs are kicking off here. Men to return is going to be Hare and McCarter. And McCarter, when he's gotten the ball in the return game, he has been electric. We'll see if he can spark some Tiger enthusiasm here as they fall to 16-0 here as we get close to rounding out this first half.
And Sally is very enthusiastic on the sideline right now. I mean, he has to be proud of his defense, but they're going to have to do a little more.
Looks like another touchback there for the Mustangs. Definitely the right call there by Hare. Mustangs were approaching quick on that kickoff. But here, Brent, the Arlington offense needs to get past the 40. And I think you've got to limit mistakes, especially when you're running out of time. You're not going to be able to run the ball very much. You can't make mistakes, and you especially can't make mistakes on this side of the field.
See, something I've noticed being a Penn State fan over my years is that Sean Clifford, he's a super senior at Penn State. He's been there for 6 years. He gets better when it's quick time. Sometimes he looks sloppy, but then when it's time to get going, he's just throwing bombs. He looks like the best quarterback in the country. Maybe we'll see that out of Grant Buchanan with 4 minutes left.
5 wide receivers here in motion. That's a fake. He's going to run it.
Doesn't run the ball.
Oh, yeah, he did. 70-yard run there in that Michigan game. Good run there by Buchanan. He's going to get 6 yards on the play, man. I'm surprised. Penn State fan doesn't even know that 70-yard run by Clifford.
I'm just saying, man, he got tripped up. Doesn't really matter if you don't make it to the end zone, which is what Arlington needs to do here.
Hey, at least he didn't pull a Daniel Jones. Clifford able to get inside the red zone. We'll see if Arlington can do the same. I mean, if you continue to run the ball, the clock is continue to run. What just happened there? Oh, my goodness. Buchanan hands the ball off to Spears. I mean, they're going to continue to run the ball. I don't really understand this. Clock is going to run with 3.5 minutes left to go.
Not pulling the timeout card out either. So it is going to be 3rd and mid on a play that you probably need to pass it. I wouldn't be surprised if they ran the ball based on how past things have gone, but really need a big momentum shift here, and ultimately the momentum shift is going to be getting in the end zone.
Good analysis there, Brent. A touchdown will help.
Always does.
3rd down for Buchanan. Back to pass for the first time this drive. Oh, he's going to get 2 yards on the play. Looks like they missed a holding call for the 3rd time that at least I've noticed. 4th down to go. Do you put the defense back on the field, or do you go for it inside your own territory?
I have confidence that Arlington's going to get this 4th down so the defense can sit tight. Oh, well, never mind.
Man, Brent does not have the gift of prophecy, as the Arlington Tigers will elect to punt the ball. And good decision there, except the guy returning this ball had 236 yards against Germantown. So we'll see what Cisa can do in space. And 4 touchdowns. Man, man's electric. I would doubt they kick it to him on this play.
Maybe they'll fake us all out. Have the punter throw the ball. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, Salatel's going to punt there. Looked like it was almost blocked. Maybe got tipped.
Kick a bounce.
That's going to be bouncing backwards. That's going to be inside the 40. So if Arlington, there's a flag again. But if Arlington had elected to go for it, not much difference of a field position swap if they would have actually gone for the ball.
Roughing the kicker would be a call that Arlington would like to see right now. But it looks like the defense is coming off the field. They're still kind of deciding what the play will be. Some great camera work by our men on the sidelines right now.
The ref discussing what they're going to do here. Is this going to be a roughing the punter? I did not see. We'll see the call here.
It definitely wasn't.
Personal foul on the defense, going to move Arlington back with the ball. I mean, I said earlier that this defense for Houston was not going to bail out the Arlington Tigers a lot, but it looks like they definitely are. We'll see if Buchanan and this offense is going to do what they need to do to get in the end zone with 2 minutes left.
You know, I would never go for it on 4th down again. I would just wait for them to rough your kicker and take the ball back and get an extra 15 yards. Because right now we're not really getting 1st downs. Might as well just put the kicker out there and let him take a big hit.
I mean, at that point, why don't you just punt it every single play, right? If you're going to get 15 yards.
That's a good point.
But either way, Arlington moving down to the 35. Going to move to the 40-yard line. Maybe even past that. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go as we're seeing the Arlington defense discuss what's going on here. Craig Salley in this defense has done a fantastic job so far in this game. If the Arlington offense can stay on the field for as long as possible, we can see that defense do even better.
They made it past the 40-yard line. So now they need to get past that blue and white striped line.
The Arlington offense at the 43-yard line, looking to get in Mustang field position. That is definitely necessary if any points want to go on the board. Even in that game against Germantown, they had 3.
I believe 2 minutes and 5 seconds is nothing. They got it.
Buchanan with one running back, 4 wide receivers. Buchanan looks like he's going to pass. Good job getting that out. He was rushed by 3 Mustang defenders. That could have been really bad if he had held onto that ball back to the 34-yard line, but Grant Buchanan smartly gets it out of the pocket.
We can see him developing during the game. We talked about it earlier, how they need to get the ball out a little earlier, and they did. They got it out, avoided the sack.
Buchanan, second down to go at the 43. 4 wide receivers, Arlington knowing they've got to pass. Buchanan tries to check it down. That's not even there. He throws it to Benjamin. Oh my goodness, Benjamin got stood up. At the 45, flags are thrown. They are fired up after that play because a Mustang defender just leveled Drew Benjamin, number 8, Ben Killebrew.
It might be unnecessary roughness on the defense here. We'll see.
And Benjamin was laid out on that play.
And he is a big boy. By no means is he easy to tackle.
And a good play for the Mustangs results in a penalty. That probably sounds like a broken record at this point. The Houston Mustangs defense puts Arlington
past the 50-yard line
50 into Mustang field position.
Welcome to the land down under.
And I didn't even know where his helmet was on that play. Was asking under where, but it was under there. Under the defense of Houston.
You're safe stuff
as they will get back inside the 40-yard line.
This is professional, Jake. Come on. We're talking about Arlington.
When someone gets a dare, you've got to deliver, especially if it's for cash.
What?
Maybe some under-the-table deals going on. As Arlington will have the ball at the 40-yard line, moving down the field. And we've got to mention this. This is senior night for the Arlington Tigers football team, but this is also senior night for me and Brent. The last football game we will ever commentate at the high school level. Hopefully some past that, but we'll see what happens there. But you've got to have a mix of fun, a mix of seriousness, and right now we're doing all of it.
I don't know if I want to be your partner if you're taking under-the-table deals. Arlington High School does not support the addition of gambling into their broadcasting service. Neither does the state of Tennessee. So,
well, every single ESPN broadcast has FanDuel on their commercials.
We do
so
not.
If we're trying to go pro, you've got to do that. Buchanan throws to McCarter and hits him in the hands. That's going to be incomplete. Buchanan hit hard on that play as well. Oh, my goodness. That was right in the hands of McCarter. A dime, though, by Buchanan.
A good pass by Buchanan. It's only 2nd and 10, though, so there is still an opportunity for Arlington to get some points on the board, and 1 minute and 44 seconds left is a lot of time.
Definitely a lot of time to do so as we are getting close to the end of this first half. And the drive of the half so far of this game has to be that Houston first possession. Not showing great offensive ability, yet 3 plays got him in the end zone. Buchanan trying to navigate the pocket. That's going to go nowhere. Setting up 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers.
You know what I think would help Arlington a lot right now?
Probably a touchdown.
Oh, I was going to say another flag, but.
Oh, okay. Either one would help for sure. As the Tigers get to the 43-yard line, that's going to be a timeout on the field. Arlington will have the ball when we come back.
It's 3rd and 13 for the Arlington Tigers here, trying to get some points on the board here with 1:34 to go.
Buchanan looking to run here, gets to the outside.
Oh,
He's brought down. Mentioned it in that Whitehaven game. He just pulled a Travis Kelsey on Grant Buchanan. What a tackle there by Ben Killebrew, the same guy who leveled Drew Benjamin.
You're talking about underwear, but he's going to go back and sit on the sideline.
Yes, he is. 4th down and 10. Will Arlington go for it in Mustang territory?
I think they will.
Or will they elect to punt? If you're Coach Miller, honestly, I would have liked to punt here. The Mustang offense, when given a lot of space, have shown that they can move down the field at a fast pace. We'll see what happens here.
1 minute